Hey there, this is LanguageHelp, and today we'll try to answer an IELTS Cue Card. We'll show you our effective 4-box method. You can use this method to answer any cue card. We'll discuss vocabulary, and we'll show you an example answer. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and enjoy the ride. In case this is your first time here, let me tell you about the IELTS Cue Cards. When you do the second part of the IELTS Speaking Test, you'll be given a piece of paper with a question written on it. This is what's called a cue card. You'll also be given an empty paper, a pencil, and only 1 minute to structure and organize your answer. After the minute is over, you're supposed to speak on the topic for 2 minutes, and then you'll answer 1 or 2 follow-up questions. Not all questions will be familiar to you, and you're not expected to tell the truth, so you can actually lie as much as you want, if you want to, that is. In today's example, the cue card question is to describe a famous person you would like to meet. A famous person can be an actor, an influencer, an internet celebrity, a musician, or of course a politician. Your job is to choose one and explain why you would like to meet them. Let's see the cues. The first cue is who the famous person is. You will need vocabulary from topics related to famous people. Politics, news, sports, and the like. For our example, we chose Tom Hanks, who's an actor and a director. You will also need to establish a tense for your answer. If you are confused about which tense to take, then use the tense of the cue. In this case, it is set in the present tense. The next cue asks us to talk about what he or she is famous for. The first step is always to establish the tense. In this case, we will use the present tense. You'll need to talk about the job or profession of the person, or his achievements, or his political or social cause. It depends on the person you chose. The third cue asks us to talk about what we would do if we met Tom Hanks. We need first to establish the tense. Now, because today's card talks about something hypothetical or imaginary or very unlikely to happen, the cue card knows it's very unlikely to happen. So it uses the second conditional. We also need to use the second conditional in our answer. Secondly, the question asks us about what we would do. So you need to think about activity, actions, and maybe feelings. The fourth and final cue is to explain why you would like to meet him. Again, the tense of the cue card describes an unlikely activity. So we'll continue with the second conditional if. And to answer this cue, we'll talk about the effects of meeting Tom Hanks. Now that the boxes are ready, try to remember not to look at your notes the whole time. Try to maintain eye contact with your examiner. Try to give an equal amount of time to each cue. Remember to use unfamiliar vocabulary, a few collocations and idioms, and a mix of tenses if you can. To stay on the safe side, use these correctly or not at all. Before we start the answer, remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive updates on our IELTS speaking course. If you want to try to answer on your own, you can pause here and then come back and compare. Now here's our example answer. The first cue is who this famous person is. Our answer is, there's plenty of people that I would like to meet, or even would have liked to meet, had they not passed away. But the one that comes to mind right now is Tom Hanks. He's a successful actor who is well known all over the world. Plenty of means a lot. Had they not passed away means if they had not passed away, which is an advanced form of the third conditional if. To come to mind is an idiom that means to remember or to recall. Well known is famous. The next cue is what is he or she famous for? Our answer is, Hanks is a self-made actor and director who went from rags to riches through hard work and dedication to his profession. He made movies such as The Green Mile, Sully, and The Terminal. His bench scene in the movie Forrest Gump is especially memorable. He's also a kind-hearted, down-to-earth person who once crashed a wedding of two ordinary people to take a photo with them. He also once found a student identity card and arranged for its owner to get it back with a handwritten note. Self-made is when you become rich and successful as a result of your own work, not family money. To go from rags to riches is an idiom that means to go from poor to rich. Profession is a paid occupation. When something is memorable, it's unforgettable, easily remembered. To crash a wedding is an informal way of saying someone showed up at a wedding, uninvited. Ordinary people are normal people. An identity card is a card that carries the holder's personal details. The next cue is what you would do if you met him. Our answer is, if I met Tom Hanks, I would probably be speechless for the first 10 minutes. But certainly, I would try to build an everlasting relationship with him. I would discuss global issues in life and politics and see where he stands on them. A fresh outlook on issues is always welcome. If I met Tom Hanks, I would be speechless is the form of the second conditional if. If plus past, I would plus infinitive. Speechless is when you are unable to speak because of strong emotions. Everlasting means lasting forever or a very long time. An issue is an important topic or problem. An outlook is a person's general attitude to life. Fresh outlook is a collocation, which means these words often come together. The next cue is to explain why you would like to meet him. Meeting influential people at an impressionable age is sometimes decisive for most people. This is more impactful if the influential person you meet is neither snobby or arrogant and willing to share his experience with you. In this case, meeting Tom Hanks, I believe, would certainly change something about the way I look at the world and deal with people around me. An influential person is someone who has great influence on someone or something. Impressionable age is another collocation. It describes young people in their formative years. Decisive effect is an effect that produces a definite result or makes a difference. Impactful, having a major impact or effect. Neither nor is a conjunction. We call someone snobby or arrogant when they have an exaggerated sense of their own importance or value. So, that was our Tom Hanks cue card. Who's your favorite famous person? It's time for you to try and let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and help yourself to other cue cards and lessons we have. Until next time.